Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the readings for the Aquarius new moon. I'm going to wait until people start to come on, and then I'll start with some of the messages first that have been coming through about this time. Ooh, I'm just getting my light right. I don't think that was right. Is that? Yeah, just waiting for people to come on. The couple coming in the room there. It's a different time tonight. I've been trying to get this done all day, and then other things have been happening, so I didn't get a chance to. So I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I will start with the energies, because it's quite a powerful new moon, this one. I don't know if anybody has been feeling the energies already, but it started to hit, and in so many ways as well. So I know somebody said that people weren't getting notifications when they were on. Those that are on, can you hear me okay? God, this lighting is terrible, yeah? God, I don't know if it's... Turn that one off. Yeah, is it? It's really bright, isn't it? Right, okay. Can everybody hear me just before I start? And I'm just rabbiting on to myself. So if you're on, could you please let me know if the sound's okay? People there, but nobody's saying anything. Please let me know if the sound's okay, if you can hear me. Because then I could just carry on. Okay, so are there people there? Could you please let me know? Right, okay, yes, you can hear me. Thank you. There they are. A bit of a delay there. I always hate coming on to do these lives because it's just quite unnerving, but you can hear me okay. Hi, Candice. Hi, my Liz and Adrienne. Okay, thank you for being there. I was beginning to think, am I actually online here or not? Hi, Sally. Hello, Nicole. Yeah, everybody can hear. So how's everybody feeling? Are you feeling this? This is the first one I've done this new year, isn't it? It is. So happy new year. The last one, the full moon in Capricorn, I actually had flu, so I couldn't come online. So I'm sorry about that. Hello, Nicole from California. Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. So hello, everybody. It's a bit of a different time. I don't know if this time works. We'll see if it does. But yeah, happy new year to everybody. It's been a bit of a crazy one already. I mean, January has seemed to have lasted about a year in itself, I feel. And it's Friday as well. Happy Friday. So before I start, does anybody have any questions or anything that they've been experiencing? Any kind of questions about spirituality, about tarot? Any questions at all? Anything? I'm here. Well, you've got me. You might as well ask me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into what I've been picking up psychically about this Aquarius new moon. And then I'm going to do the readings for all of the signs as well. So, yes, so no questions, is there not? Everybody feeling great? Everybody feeling the vibes? Yeah, seem to be. Right, okay, so I'm going to go straight in. I made some notes. First of all, what I was getting around this... I'm in a Canada right now, but in a transition move to Sweden. This time is great. Usually it's too early. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I did try to come on earlier, but today has been a crazy, crazy day. Just this island is like a time tortoise. It really is. And time just disappears and goes very, very quick as well. And suddenly you're like, what the hell's going on? I don't even know where I'm at. You know, I don't even know what I've done with my time or my day or whatever. So you woke up yesterday in the best of energies. Me too, Nicole. I really felt it yesterday. I really felt it. And if Haley is watching, congratulations, Haley, as well. I had a dream about Haley, that she'd had the baby, and I messaged her and she had. So it was the day before that she had. So it was amazing. Cosmic lottery having you on today, Tanya. Oh, thank you. I've been getting so many messages this week about my work and the people I've been working with, and it's really it really is very, very humbling, you know, and I feel very, very blessed to do what I do and have you there as well alongside me. So that really, truly comes from the heart. Because sometimes I'm like, is this what I'm meant to do? Am I doing the right thing? And yeah, it really, really is. I know I'm on my path. I don't know where I'm going on it, but I know I'm on my path. So, right. Okay. So over the Christmas holidays and things, like I say, I'm so sorry that I wasn't online. But you know, it was obviously the holidays are a strange time, and then I got flu and things like that. So I've came on when I can. Hi, Hottest Man in Tarot. Hi, Chris. He always makes me laugh, Chris. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your grandmother passed away yesterday. Yeah, happy for her to be out of pain. And they just change form, they're still there. And, you know, if you hear me mention the journey I'd had last year, you know, it really, really verified that for me, that there is no separateness, you know, they're only ever a thought away, Adrienne. You missed me, Joanne. I miss being on, you know, I really, really do. But it's like I say, I like to be able to give information when I come on, and I like to be in the best of spirits. And it's already been a roller coaster of a January, like crazy, crazy things happening in my life. I wished I could let you all in on it, but I can't just yet. But yeah, crazy things. And I feel like Cinderella. I really feel like Cinderella. I've been going for dress fittings and this and that, and I'm going on a trip. And yeah, there's some crazy, crazy stuff happening in my life. And I'm like, yes, universe. So you just take me when you get me. So what I was picking up, not today around this moon, but in the collective, in general, that basically what we're experiencing and what we've been experiencing in the run up from like the end of December into January, they said it was almost like we were lying on our deathbed. Funny you should say that, Adrienne. And we were looking back at our life, you know, when our time is up and, you know, our clock is ticking and we're lying and we look back at life, we've got nothing else we can do. And they were saying that this is kind of energetically what's happening. So we're looking back on our life, and we're looking back with remembrance and possibly regrets, a lot of woulda, shoulda, couldas, you know, and almost seeing why things have happened and how they have led us to where we are now. So my mom always used to say to me, it's not a dress rehearsal, Tanya, you don't get a second chance. But what Spirit said to me was, you are getting a second chance. You've had your dress rehearsal now. So basically, what we have got to do, we have got to allow ourselves to die. Okay, now this is metaphorically. So we've got to allow all of the work that we've done in the last 2 years has all led up to this. So we've got to allow ourselves to let go of the old way of being, let go of the old lives that we had lived, and really, truly let go, to allow ourselves to die, very much like the death card. Because then this is all about rebirth, okay? And this moon is a little bit about that as well. So we are being reborn, but what we've got to realize is that we need to learn to do things differently as well. I mean, if you think a newborn baby, you know, they don't know how to feed themselves, they don't know how to dress themselves or anything like that. It all comes in time. And this is what we've got to realize, that, you know, not only is our old life dying and the old who we were dying, it's like shedding our skin. I've just been talking to Etamanel in Ibiza. There's a brilliant video on my Instagram story, the snake skin shedding its skin. And wow, I was transfixed with it. But we need to realize that that part doesn't exist now, okay? And we don't know how to manage in this. It's all trial and error. So we need to let go of the old way of doing things and thinking, well, this used to have to kind of, this is how I done things. This is how I thought. This is how I lived my life. That's it. That life is over. And this new one is just beginning. So it's brand new, very fool-like energy as well. You know, it's almost like all of the major arcana all being squashed into one. But this is the work that we've been doing over these last 2 crazy years. You know, this is why we've been doing the work. This is why it's been so painful. And now all we've got to do is surrender and let that go. Okay? Let it go with love. It's got us to where we are now, but now we know better, and we know that we deserve better as well. You know, so there's no nastiness with this. There's no resentment. There's nothing. There's almost just a relief. Okay? This is it, a relief and a release. So that's what they were saying as we're coming into January, okay? And it will carry on throughout the year. And it has been painful, but most deaths there is pain linked with them as well in some way. And we need to realize that, you know, death is as much a part of living, and it's I can never say this word, cyclic, I can never say it, but you know what I mean. This is the cycles, you know, it's death, birth, you know, regeneration. What's the other one? It's completely gone from my head. But this is it, you know, it's the cycle, everything. Yes, I can read it, I just can't say it. Thank you for that, Jessie. So yes, so it's exciting, you know, it's really exciting. It might have a tinge of sadness, you know, but we can't go back. We can't. And it's beautiful because it's really, we are now a lot more powerful than what we were. We now understand ourselves and others and the universe a lot more than what we did. So we've learned. And when we're getting what we say is tested, if we've got to remember, whenever we get a test within life, okay, we have a driving test. That is to see if we have learned how to drive properly and safely before we are let out on the road. We have exams at school to see if we've learned and been listening and been taking care and attention, so that we can then go forward and into the next class or into the new year. So when people go, oh God, I'm getting tested, if you know you've been doing the work and you relax into it, then that test has got nothing. You shouldn't be worried about it, okay? Because you wouldn't be being given that test if you hadn't already done the work, okay? You don't go into university and get your final exam on your first day of university. You've got to do the work to get it, you know, and then you're tested on it. So this is, you know, don't be worried if you're feeling tested, because a lot of times the anxiety is worse than the actual test itself, okay? So yes, we are going through testing times, but these are only so that we go up to the next level, if that makes sense. So does that make sense for anybody, what I'm saying there? Because they've been coming through with so much information for me, and I'm like, right, okay, you know, I need to keep writing notes and notes and notes for when I do a video. But yeah, there's been some amazing stuff. Intuition, gradual. I like that. I just moved house and it was hard, but I'm loving where I am now. Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, it's change, and this is what I want to talk about a little bit as well. You know, but look at the reward that you get after it. You know, there's always going to be something that we struggle for, because I feel a lot of people, you know, we expect things to go easy, but sometimes there's a struggle with them, and change we don't like, you know, but it always leads us to something better. My daughter at the minute is having to move, and she's going through a big upheaval, and it's like she's getting really stressed. And I'm like, look, this is amazing. This is a, you know, a real benchmark within your life. You're getting your new house, you know, and so it's amazing for her, you know, and now she's settled into it. It's like, right, okay, you know, I can see where it's going to give me rewards rather than actually just making me anxious here. So, right, okay, so my self-worth's been tested over the past few years. Right, okay, now you've got me on something, Scarlett, because this has been coming up a lot. And like I say, I will talk about tonight's moon, but I just realized that I've got so much to say. And not like me, is it? So yeah, last week I was tested, very tested. Like I say, there's some amazing things happening in my life. very different to what I've ever experienced or what I've ever done, but they're there and they've been presented, and it's amazing and exciting and a little bit scary, but it feels right, so I'm going with it. And when I have faced people from my past, last week it came up, and it came up for a lot of people, so I'm not just making this about me, I'm saying on a collective to see if people can resonate. There was people from my past came in, and instantly my bubble was burst. I went from being like this to woof, it was almost like I shrank, it was like a balloon just being deflated. And 3 times over 3 days this happened. And it really, really upset me. And I realized how I felt with it. My shoulders went tight. My self-worth, my confidence fell away. I started to doubt myself because I had to put boundaries up and I had to say no. But then it was kind of, the old way of being that, hold on, I've said no. So that means like I'm unlovable. That means I'm not a nice person. And what it made me realize is the connections that I have in my life now are, I am given love without conditions. On the same day, I had a text off somebody saying, thank you for existing. I'm so pleased that we met. And, I'm realizing that the connections I have now, because my vibration has changed, these people allow me to receive because they give without conditions. There's no like, oh God, okay, I'm going to be a bad person if I say no, and things like that, how things have been in the past. So it really made me realize that to be around energies like that is not good for me. It's not that the love is not still there. The love is still there and it always will be. But it cannot be in my present life and it cannot be in my future life, because it makes me lesser than who I am. And all of this work we've been doing is to make us the best version of us, okay? Where we realize our power, but we stay in our humility, where we understand how important we are, when we understand how amazing we are. And all of this, and anybody trying to drag us down, it just means they're trying to take us down to their level. And we've gone up now, we're not going back, like I said. So this is it. If you get drained, if you feel uncomfortable. I mean, I felt last week, I kept saying, I feel like I've got one of them horrible wool itchy jumpers on, it really, really physically affected me. It then affected the work I was doing. And, and then when your thoughts go in a different direction, this can then change the course of your future as well. So this is about, keeping that clear vision, keeping, this alignment within yourself and knowing who you truly are and staying in your authenticity, even if people try and pull you out of it. Okay, that is not your problem. If they are not standing in their authenticity, and they are not happy for somebody where things are actually going good for them, then they are not the people that you want to be with. The higher your vibe, the smaller your tribe gets, okay? But that is because it is safe, it is secure, and you are supported from every single angle, okay? So that has been coming in quite a lot with other people that I spoke about, as I have spoken to as well. So I don't know if that makes sense with anybody. I put the fire on before this started, and it's now got really, really hot. It's ridiculous when you use the logs. I don't know. There's no way I can turn it down neither. Respect my space, or do one. Exactly. People are energy vampires and will suck the life out of you. They will shine your light for all of us, and we so appreciate and love you. Thank you so much, Stormy Weather. My light was dimmed last week, and where I'm going and what I'm doing, my light needs to be on full power. It really, really needs to. And I deserve that because I've done the work for that as well, So, I'm not letting anybody dim my light. Not anymore. It resonates so much. I've had to cut out toxic family that I valued above myself more. They don't want me to succeed, only fail. That's it. And, this was what was coming up as well. I love these little chats first because I really feel explanations come through. And it is the form of family. What is family? Family is, to me, I feel family is supportive.